Welcome to Top Tier Talk. Stay tuned for insightful talks with top minds.
Hi Marian.
Hi Prabhat.
Hi Sanjay.
Hi, Serban.
How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to Singapore.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Singapore is always good. Enjoying, especially welcoming when new people are here. Right?
I'm glad you have that impression.
Okay. So Marian, to talk with, can you just let me know your journey in Technopals, and obviously after that you can also say about your journey as well as Sanjay.
I joined Technopals in 2014. Technopals has been founded from 2009, around 15 years. We focus predominantly on digital transformation. We help our customers to enable them with the technologies and improve their operations and efficiency.
Okay, great. So, hi Sanjay, can you just let us know about yourself and as well as your journey in Technopals?
Well, I onboarded in Technopals in 2014, 10 years. Overall, I was a technical guy, predominantly Microsoft. I think that's where we started our career. Microsoft Certified Solution Developer, certified in
MCST.
back in 1998.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I worked as a developer, then moved to pre-sales, project management, delivery. I don't know, perhaps I was able to code until 2009. After that,
Give up.
gave up because the technology has evolved so much, so
More
fast.
to do than coding.
Yeah. So, but now I am more on the business side. Take care of the P&L, then launch new services.
So, Marian, what is the job market in Singapore right now? Is it changing? What is the situation of IT market specifically in Singapore?
That's a good question. Singapore is focused on digital transformation. I think that is driving the market. The adoption of digital technologies is there, and then you can see a shift that technologies now you must keep up with the trends. I think we can see a change in the demand if we look at the current market. We see more shift toward AI, data-driven data analytics, cybersecurity. So the shift is there in the market.
So, in the recent past, the generative AI is taking care of a lot of things and it's speeding up the things. So, what is your perspective? Are you seeing those kind of vibrations here?
I think the adoption of generative AI, the AI itself is there. Most of the people will integrate AI either through their marketing, either through their communication, chatbots, and so on. But AI is also helping them to create more efficiency in their operations, in their process. So keeping up and adopting AI solutions will keep you be successful in the market. Otherwise, you will fall short on skills. You will fall short on providing to your customers or fulfilling their requirements if you do not keep up with it.
Okay, so Sanjay, maybe I can ask you this question here because you are more into you were in technical and then you transform yourself to the sales and top layer of the organization. So, what do you think about generative AI? Whether it's just a buzzword?
If I were to be, or perhaps put it in this way, if I give you the realistic scenario right now in the market, people are talking about it, but real adaptation yet to be seen.
Yeah.
There are pockets of implementation. There are pockets of use cases that every organization wants to achieve. Call it data analytics, RPA, and GenAI is a new buzzword. I think the market is a bit slow right now to adapt, and I'm sure if I were to give you a classic example, the days when we were coding, so we talk about C++, CLI, interface where you put code. Then came, Microsoft introduced Visual Studio where you could drag and drop things and build up your applications.
Intuitive.
Yeah, so Ray, and then this evolved into stage right now. You have no code platforms.
Yeah.
But if you ask me, the real application of AI is in the business, not in the technology.
When I have seen people are subconsciously using generative AI. So they are, like as you said, ChatGPT is open. Some of them are open to all trade. So they are just using text, right, to create. So I think people will slowly understand that generative AI is helpful to the person. But do you think any threat to us, like human workforce, generative AI, or how we will take?
I believe, predominantly when we talk about the technology sector where we operate or we focus on, I see that coding doesn't necessarily need a developer to be full-time employed if people have started to adapt to GenAI. I think most of them are using, but things will get more and more open. So the users will decide the functionalities of the use cases, and they will on the fly create those applications. They may or may not need a full-time developer or a technical person to support. I believe it may not be a threat.
You're looking at AI. You have self-driven cars, right? You'll have self-driven planes. You'll have all this. You have self-driven trains right now, all controlled from a station. It's a remote control, right?
Yeah.
So that is there for quite some time. That doesn't mean that if the pilot doesn't sit in the train to control that train, it's not required someone that has the skills to do so, right? It's still required, but then it's just make it easier, more efficient. So I would say that AI is just driving more efficiency, and then it will be shipped. If tomorrow we have a planet full of robots, they will still need support, right? So I'd say that should not be a threat.
So that I think is the correct way to think, right?
Yes.
So now, Marian, just let me know any specific area you are working in your organization for generative AI, or you have automated something. If you want to say.
So in Technopals, we have adopted ourselves some solutions, and we automated quite a lot of things. For example, we use an ATS that have AI, so have
ATS, application tracking system, right?
Yeah. So that will allow us to track, to automate the communications based on different stages. Will allow us to match skills with job description. So that's one aspect that we've done it, and we've done it quite a long time ago. And then we see that the AI came handy. Today we feel that is kind of a walk in the park. Why it's so simple, so easy for us, makes us more efficient, right? We are in the same time we are helping our customers on different projects where we try to integrate their communication with their customers further down. So using generative AI with question and answers that can support their communication in the digital platforms, right? In the website or anything, that there is a GenAI that can actually answer based on whatever information we have provided. And then that information can be brought up by customer. Okay, this type of solution, this is how we sort them out. This is the descriptive manual of how we're going to use these things. So then GenAI have the capability to read through the document and pull exactly the information needed and post it there. You don't need hard code scripts to provide an answer, which makes things much more easier. And then you have off the shelf AI that you can just integrate them and feed them with data. So that makes life much easier for easy communication.
I think I have heard from Sanjay some time back that onboarding process also you have done so smooth. You have done a lot of activity, a lot of transformation on that. So that it was previously it was a lot of lengthy process.
Yes.
And you have done quite diligently to make sure that the onboarding process and offboarding process of resources is being done efficiently.
Yeah. I think the transformation, if I would, there is digitization and then the transformation part. So we have started with digitization, that means moving processes from Excel driven, email driven to a bit of automation, agent based automation where one small change or status can trigger multiple communications or multiple validations that we form in the system. The challenge that we had and still we have is market is also evolving.
Yeah.
The behavior of the people or the customers of our automation is also changing. We have not captured all the scenarios. I would say it's not 100% automation. Perhaps it would be great to achieve 100%. Perhaps it will take us a long time. We are happy with 60-70% automation at this point in time. Which
one thing I heard that, or I know that GenAI is still having the hallucination. Hallucination means it's fake. Sometimes it's just fake so intelligently, so smartly that you can't even make out whether the answer is correct or not. So that's like obviously over the time maturity will come and hopefully will be getting benefited. And I hope also Technopals will go on that direction to make sure that everything is AI driven or automated driven or maybe transformation. Like every time it has to transform obviously. So this is what my hope. If you can have a last note for our audience.
The adaptation of AI will be in baby steps.
Yeah.
It cannot be a big bang. This is from my personal experience. Now, when it comes to Technopals, although we believe in technology, we believe in practice digital transformation. We believe that focusing on our core work rather than doing redundant work. There was some talk I heard. They say that people find it innovative when they do the same thing differently.
Yeah, right.
So that also stimulates their creativity in their job function. So we constantly are evolving. We are understanding the market, and we don't want to automate to a point where we cannot roll back.
Okay, that's also an interesting point. You should have a control to roll back.
Yeah. So we are approaching baby steps, just trying to address the low-hanging problem statements, then look at the bigger use cases. But I think one of the reasons we have been successful of growing at 300-400% a year was because of our digital transformation. We could scale only because of our capacity to handle this volume using a system that was partially, I would say, automated.
Okay. So, Marian, if you want to say anything?
I would say that integrating technology and AI-driven technology is obviously, like Sanjay mentioned, won't be as fast. Again, there are many things that have to come with AI. So I mentioned earlier, cybersecurity, data analytics. There are two different factors that can help to drive further with AI. Without them, I think it's difficult. And obviously, investing in people's skills will keep them up with the latest technology trends, so then they can keep on evolving and grow.
No. Thank you very much, Sanjay and Marian,
Thank
for
you,
our
Prabhat.
time. And it was always delighted to talk to you. And we'll get more sessions like this when I get time.
Of course, you are always welcome, Kumar. Thanks for
We'll wait for
dropping by. Nice to see you every time you drop by. And thank you for your attention and time. And for your viewers too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Bye.
watching Top Tier Talk. Stay tuned for more insightful talks with top minds. See you next time.